Tensions are rising in the South China Sea following a recent clash between Chinese and Philippine vessels. The incident, which occurred near location of the clash, involved types of vessels involved and resulted in brief description of the outcome, for example, damage to vessels, injuries. This latest confrontation has reignited concerns over the potential for conflict in the strategically vital waterway. The South China Sea, home to crucial shipping lanes and potentially rich resource reserves, has long been a source of territorial disputes. This recent clash underscores the fragility of peace in the region and the urgent need for a diplomatic solution. The international community is closely watching the developments in the South China Sea, with many expressing alarm over the incident and calling for restraint from all parties involved. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the complexities and potential volatility of the situation. The South China Sea dispute is not new. It is rooted in historical claims and overlapping territorial assertions. China, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan all lay claim to parts of the sea. The discovery of oil and gas reserves heightened the stakes. China has become increasingly assertive, claiming dominion over much of the sea. The latest incident involved a type of Philippine vessel and a type of Chinese vessel near specific location of the clash. The Philippine vessel was conducting, purpose of the Philippine vessel being in the area, when it was described the actions of the Chinese vessel. The Philippine government has condemned the incident and lodged a formal diplomatic protest. China defends its actions, claiming the Philippine vessel intruded into its waters. The clash in the South China Sea has sent ripples of concern throughout the region, with several countries expressing alarm over the incident and its potential to escalate tensions further. Neighboring nations, particularly those with overlapping claims in the South China Sea, have voiced their apprehensions. Vietnam, which has also experienced confrontations with China in the disputed waters, issued a statement urging all parties to exercise restraint and resolve disputes peacefully. Malaysia, another claimant state, called for a de-escalation of tensions, emphasizing the importance of dialogue and diplomacy. Indonesia, while not a claimant state, has consistently advocated for a peaceful resolution to the South China Sea dispute. Following the recent incident, Jakarta reiterated its call for all parties to adhere to international law, particularly the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS. Navigating the troubled waters of international law. The clash in the South China Sea raises concerns about freedom of navigation and international law. The United States has a significant interest in ensuring freedom of navigation in this vital waterway. Washington conducts naval operations to challenge China's maritime claims. The EU emphasizes upholding UNCLOS as the legal framework for maritime activities. Section 7. The United States walking a tightrope. The United States faces a delicate balancing act in the South China Sea. Washington seeks to uphold freedom of navigation and deter Chinese assertiveness. The U.S. Navy conducts freedom of navigation operations, challenging China's maritime claims. These operations are often met with angry responses from Beijing. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, which includes several claimant states, has a critical role to play in managing the South China Sea dispute. ASEAN has consistently called for a peaceful resolution based on international law and has sought to facilitate dialogue between the parties involved. However, ASEAN's effectiveness has been hampered by its consensus-based decision-making process, which makes it difficult to reach agreement on sensitive issues, particularly when China, a dialogue partner but not a member, is involved. Despite these challenges, ASEAN remains the most viable platform for addressing the South China Sea dispute. It provides a forum for dialogue, confidence-building measures, and the development of a code of conduct that could help to manage tensions and prevent conflict. The economic dimension, stakes beyond sovereignty. The South China Sea is not only a strategically important waterway, but also a vital economic zone. It is home to some of the world's busiest shipping lanes, carrying trillions of dollars in trade annually. The sea is also rich in fish stocks, a vital source of food security for the region. The overlapping territorial claims and the potential for conflict pose a significant risk to these economic interests. Disruptions to shipping lanes, damage to fishing grounds, and the uncertainty created by tensions can all have a negative impact on regional and global economies. The dispute also complicates efforts to develop the region's energy resources. The South China Sea is believed to hold significant reserves of oil and gas, but exploration and development have been hindered by the unresolved territorial issues. Environmental concerns. The fragile ecosystem at risk. The South China Sea is home to a rich and diverse marine ecosystem. But this fragile environment is under threat from a variety of sources, including overfishing, pollution, and habitat destruction. The territorial disputes and the militarization of the region exacerbate these environmental challenges. Construction activities on artificial islands, increased naval patrols, and the potential for oil spills all pose risks to the marine environment. The South China Sea dispute highlights the interconnectedness of security, economic, and environmental issues. Addressing the underlying political tensions is essential for ensuring the long-term health of the marine ecosystem. Section 13. Charting a course for peace. The imperative of diplomacy. The recent clash in the South China Sea is a stark reminder of the urgency of finding a peaceful and lasting solution to this long-standing dispute. Diplomacy, dialogue, and a commitment to international law are essential for preventing further escalation and ensuring stability in this vital region. All parties involved must exercise restraint, refrain from provocative actions, and engage in good faith negotiations to resolve their differences. The international community has a responsibility to support these efforts and to uphold the rules-based order that is essential for peace and prosperity. The South China Sea dispute is a complex challenge, but it is not insurmountable. With political will, diplomatic skill, and a shared commitment to peace, a solution can be found that respects the interests of all parties and ensures a brighter future for the region. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.